Hey team, today I wanted to do a series on rolling, and I've been doing some videos on that, but today I wanted to focus on the upper back and our thoracic cavity and all of the muscles that come into play in our shoulders and our upper back. All of these muscles get really tight for us as dancers. I think because of this constant tension and connection that we have with for a follow with their right arm, leaders with their left. Sometimes people dance with their shoulders turned in, and sometimes just our posture and how we work. So keeping all of these muscles really open and back and not tight and in pain are really important, and to me it's a vital part of my dancing and my training and my recovery. So when you have a nice roller like this, like we talked about, you can do more upper back and shoulders and arm work to open up all of that part of your body. So one way that you can start with this is I start with it right at the base of my rib cage, and I can, this is gonna hurt. You can start by just releasing your upper back, and if you need to bring your hips up, you can, but the goal is to bring your hips down, and you can start with just that, hips down and hips up, trying to release that. And then as you bring it up just an inch or two, your hips will come down more easily, and then we want to lower our upper shoulders and our upper back, and we can release and just relax those muscles into the space to open up your whole front chest. And then I can keep working my way up, and I can roll up and back if I want, keeping my arms above my head to stretch out all of my pecs and my shoulders. And I really try and give my whole body a chance to open up. And then once I've done that, I can bring my arms down and up, and down and up. And I want to try and get my elbows as close to the ground as I can, which might be kind of hard. But I just use this to open all of this up, and I stretch it all out. And then I'll turn on my side, because you have muscles that run along the side of your back, which also get really tight from swivels, from aerials, from working out. And I'll come and I'll just roll into that space, and I'll even come up right behind my shoulder blade and the side and the base of my shoulder, and I'll roll all of that out just on that side area. The longer you can wait in some of these positions, the better it will be. And if I find a spot that hurts more, I'll just kind of hang in there and go back and forth over it. And then I'll work my way up to finding spots that don't feel good. And I release all of that. And then I'll turn even more on my side and get my rib cage and my underarm. What happens sometimes when people are starting to experience shoulder pain is they'll notice their rotator cuff hurts, or maybe at the back of their shoulder. And a lot of time, it's not a muscle here that's the problem. It's a muscle that's deep on the inside or in your back shoulder blade area that's causing this kind of restriction. So when you have a big foam roller like this, I come and I get those muscles right under my rib cage and my side, and I'll work my way up into that armpit area, and you'll notice that it kind of feels like nails going into your shoulder, but those are all muscles that get really tight from rolling and dancing. And I'll just get into those spaces, and I'll come back down, and that doesn't feel good, and then I'll go to the other side. So I did this one. You can try this one again. Stretch out and roll down, and then do the same thing on the other side of your back. One extra stretch that I really like and I'm really excited about, and that I tell people about, is you take your foam roller, and if you have a kettlebell or a weight or something that you can hold on to at the top, I put it at the base of my mat, and I take my foam roller, put it at the base of my rib cage again, and I grab the kettlebell, and I'll push it back, and I'll use that, and then I'll slowly lower my hips down while holding onto the weight, and bring it back up, and hips down, and back up, and I can keep rolling down just slightly on my rib cage to get extra stretch, and open all of that up. And that's a great way to stretch your upper back and your arms and your shoulders with a foam roller.